Where the press is free and every man able to read, all is safe. Thomas Jefferson wrote those words more than 200 years ago. And trust me, Thomas Jefferson was not a friend of the press. He and the media battled throughout his term as president and before and after, when he helped write the Constitution of the United States and helped to lead us into democracy. All right, putting on my teacher hat. So this I believe speech is a chance for you to sort of talk about what you believe. And one way to effectively start a speech is to start with a quote. So I decided to start this speech with a quote from Thomas Jefferson. All right, back to the speech. The First Amendment of the United States reads, Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion, or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech, or of the press, or the right of the people peaceably to assemble, and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. All right, teacher hat back on. So I've got some facts and things in here, so I read the First Amendment to you, so now you're aware of what we're talking about. Back to the speech. Americans, though, rarely even understand what's going on in the First Amendment. In fact, almost 37% of Americans can't name one of the 5 freedoms guaranteed in the First Amendment. That's pretty scary. And many people believe that the government should be able to censor the press. Almost half the people think in national security issues that the press should ask the government for approval before they publish information. That's not what the Founding Fathers had in mind, and not what's going on in this world. I've spent 3 decades as a journalist and now as a journalism and communication teacher. And I think the First Amendment is first for a reason. I think the Founding Fathers put it first and put freedom of religion and speech and the press number 1 in their hearts. And I think so for many reasons. Right? So if my speech is going to continue to talk about all the things in the First Amendment and how it relates to me, so you can do the same thing. So you can bring in information that you know for yourself, or you can go online and find information about the topic that you believe in. Back to the speech. The First Amendment is under siege right now from people from the president on down, with cries of fake news, hate speech, Muslims, and immigration. Right now, we need to know about the First Amendment and exercise our First Amendment rights. Okay, fake news is not something that happens. Fake news is a deliberate attempt to mislead. It is not a story full of facts that you just happen to disagree with and call fake news. That's not how this works. It's not how the United States is set up. It's not how everything happens. I believe in the First Amendment, and I think it's the most important amendment for a reason. Walter Cronkite, who anchored the CBS Evening News for decades and was one of the finest journalists in this country, said freedom of the press is not just important to democracy, it is democracy. Teacher hat. All right, so your task is to find a speech or a topic that you want to talk about for 5 minutes, put together this I Believe speech, visit the website, view a couple of the other ones, and then post that speech online and give me the link. Good luck.